That's Frank, and I've got another one of my little pusher Parkjets. This is a Soviet Buran shuttle. So this is their version of a space shuttle that they flew once in an automated way and worked okay, but never flew again. This is all built up 6mm for the wings and tail, and internal formers and longerons, and then I preformed a 3mm sheet over a tabletop. I curved it and glued that on for the body. The nose is laminated from about 12 pieces of 6mm and then hand shaped. Got a little hatch in the bottom for the 3-cell 800 battery. This is running a little skid here just for landing on the runway. It's got a 2208 1800 kV motor and an MPI Zaggy style 5x5 prop. And this is just at about 9 ounces ready to fly. And it flies pretty good for a shuttle, even in some inverted, so we'll give it a toss here and let you see. This one has a little smaller wing and a little heavier than my Skyray and Skylancer, so it needs a little more throttle in the turns especially. This one I can throttle back when it's level, and then I need a little throttle in the turn to help keep it from dropping. Rolls are pretty good. Yeah, none of these models needed really, these little models I did, needed much roll or pitch trim, actually, from neutral. They're pretty well balanced, well behaved. None of them needed any extra nose weight, just the battery placement. Some of them I put the receiver in the middle of the model. Some it's up more toward the front, but between that and how far back the motor was sticking, mostly I have the motor as far forward as I can without the prop interfering with the tail. This one you can hear a little more buzz. That's just the sound because the prop's closer to the tail. Yeah, this is just plain white Depron with some black automotive vinyl that I heat up with a hot hair dryer to help it conform, kind of like you do with monocoat, but much lower temperature, and you can get it cheap on Amazon, and it's it conforms really well and adds a little strength to it. I didn't paint the bottom of this one just because it was already a little heavy for the size, and I didn't really want to add weight to it. But it still looks fine. Yeah, it rolls pretty nicely. These are pretty good. All of these little ones, when I do a loop, I have to kind of chop the throttle at the top. Otherwise, as it gets slow, the torque wants to kind of flip it right side up. So you either have to carry a lot of speed through the loop or kind of chop the throttle about here. Otherwise it'll kind of twist out of it. So that's the only kind of weirdness it has. But as RC space shuttles go, it flies pretty good. I got several different sizes I've done in both the U.S. and the Soviet ones, and they both fly pretty decent. The key is just keep them light. This is probably the heaviest wing loading of all of them that I've got. Let's get a little inverted. Well, it flies inverted pretty nice. Just a little touchy on roll. It kind of, all of my shuttles with that big tail and the fuselage mass up high kind of wants to flip right side up, but it doesn't need, this one needs probably the most forward stick of any of them that I've got, these little models that I'm flying. This one, if I try to do an outside loop, it kind of wants to roll out at the top. There we go. Yeah, I kind of torqued a little bit. So this particular model, I'm getting about 8 minutes instead of 10 like the other ones, because I have to run a little bit more throttle. It's a little heavier and a little more draggy.